Welcome to the tour of my 1997 double wide manufactured home in a 55 plus community. And let's get started. Come on. Okay, we're walking into my patio. Some people call it a lanai, a breezeway, but this is one of the rooms where we gather with a lot of people, or it's a space where you can find a lot of peace. So let's take a look around and see what this room has to offer, because we like to have rooms that sometimes can be multifunctional, especially when you have a square foot space of about 1,200 feet. Well, it's hard not to miss the drum set that's sitting in the lanai, and when we entertain, sometimes it becomes a music room. So a lot of friends will bring over their instruments, and there will be a jam session right here in this open area. There is a lot of sitting in this room to accommodate guests, of course, who come over, but this is one of my favorite corners for reading. I like to sit here sometimes with a glass of water and a magazine and just chill out. Take some time to myself. Now, our lanai is great for any time of year, so it's all seasonal, and different things happen here in the summertime, and then other things happen in the springtime. And I'll show you an example, because in the summertime here you will see herbs drying in this room. It could be a lot of our herbs and even rose petals. So let's take a look and see what I've got going on. So these are some of the herbs that are drying right now. This happens to be thyme. I have a bowl of Thai basil going, and this is some more thyme. And so I'll just keep gathering the herbs as they dry so that I have herbs all year round. And that happens in our lanai. When you walk into the lanai, you're going to see a bunch of seating areas, but the windows, you can see they go all the way around. They're closed right now so that we can have some privacy and to keep the heat out. It's in the middle of summer. And this is a great area to come and sit down or lay down and take a nap, or sit with some friends, and we have cocktails and hors d'oeuvres here. It's a great space that we get a lot of use out of. And yeah, we have more sitting area. This is a nice little space right here in the corner. And in case you haven't noticed yet, there's a curtain separation right here. So we're going to go through that soon. We have a curtain separation between our lanai and the rest of the house. And sometimes we use it to keep a lot of the cold out or to keep a lot of the heat out. But it is a partition that separates and provides more privacy here, but it also provides a little cozier feel as you walk through it and go into the rest of the house. Let's go in. And what? There's a whole living room inside. Let's go inside there. Okay, so this is the living room. It's very spacious. It's really a great another space that we get a lot of different purposes out of. So if it's not only a place where we come and watch television at night, I'll show another angle that shows our TV in this room, but it's also a great place for us to dance and to exercise, because we have a coffee table that's on wheels, and you can just push it aside or put it wherever you want, and then it creates this whole open space for dancing. It could be to put another table out with food and hors d'oeuvres and drinks for family and friends when they come on the holidays, or to lay down a mat and to get some exercise done. All the books are on the shelves in the back in case you want to sit and read. We purchased this house over 12 years ago, and we rented it for the first year, and then we moved in the second year. And we have done a significant amount of renovations. Like the screen porch that you just saw, the lanai, that was just a concrete floor with screens. So it was very open to rain and wind and all of the elements outside. And that was one of the first things we did, was close off that area so it would provide more usable space to us. In this particular room, we did mostly painting, and the flooring, that was all redone. You'll see here that the angle that this camera is showing you is leading us into the dining room, and down the hallway is another angle. We're going to go into the dining room and then into the kitchen. And the kitchen is another area that we spent some significant money in for renovations. The dining room, it was just paint and flooring again. Okay, this is our dining area, and right now it seats 4 because we're not really expecting the holidays or any family coming over, but the table does expand up to about 12, so that when we do have guests and company over, we can expand that room. And there is plenty of room between here and the next wall and for people to get by. Off to my right is the hallway, and off to the left is the kitchen. So let's go to the kitchen first before we go to the rest of the house. Well, this is the kitchen, and we spent quite a bit on renovations in this particular room, and we do spend a lot of time in this room. We do cook at home, and it's one of our great pleasures is to have people over and have dinner or parties. And I'll give you a closer look. So we went with an all-white kitchen and lots of storage. So there's storage above the stove, lots of cabinets full of spices and yummy goodness. One of the reasons why we purchased this home is because it has fantastic views out of the front of the house. We can spend time in this kitchen and take a look outside and feel like we're already outside, waving to friends that pass by in their golf carts, or just enjoying the morning sun and enjoying the sun going down in the evening. But most of all, we spend a lot of time in this kitchen preparing for some healthy, nutritious meals that we both like to enjoy. Oh, and here's an example. We're making pickles. And here's some of the peppers from our garden. This is what we make hot sauce out of. When we did the renovation, we made sure we had extra pull-out drawers. This keeps our pots and pans so that we have them on hand. And we also have a rack up here that holds a lot of our pots and pans for the stove. Love the pantry. The pantry with the pull-out drawers is fantastic. We used to have a push-on light that you used to tap up here so that you could see in the back and see in the cans because we didn't have pull-out drawers. So this was really, really nice. A wonderful upgrade. Okay, let's head down the hallway. Okay, this is the hallway. And off to my left here is the laundry room. We have some open space right here that we just put a large cabinet in that holds some of our dishes and linens and extra serviceware for glasses and entertainment. Further on down the hall, we have our second bedroom. We have our second bathroom. And then way back in here is the master bedroom and master bathroom. Okay, let's start with the laundry room. Okay, this is the laundry room. And we really did not do a lot of renovations in this room. We did put on a new door. And this is our other entrance into the house or the other exit out of the house. We have our washer, our dryer, some cabinet space. But this is also where we hold the electrical panel. This is the open space that I talked about earlier in our hallway, that we just put this very large cabinet for storage, extra storage. It fit the space perfectly. And it gives us a little more room to put a few extra things. Okay, let's go to the second bedroom. This is the second bedroom. We did not do a lot of renovations in this room. We just painted. This is a queen size bed that fits in here, so there's plenty of room for guests. There is a closet in the back for any kind of storage that we have. We also use this room for storage of our dining room table leaves, so we can expand it, and a little extra storage for pictures and wall hangings. A lot of the art that is in our house is either done by my husband or my niece. My niece went to art school in North Carolina, and my husband is also a photographer. We do a lot of photos in here for my business, for my Etsy and eBay store. And when I show you our bedroom, I'll also show you where that is our office space too. We are in the second bathroom right now. We did some renovations in this bathroom as well. We took out the tub and replaced it with a walk-in shower because we knew we were going to be getting older in this house and we wanted to age in place, and we knew that the bathtub was one of the places in a home where most accidents happen. I'll give you another angle of the bathroom. And we added a teak seat in the shower. This is the master bedroom. We have a king bed inside of here. It is one of the larger rooms, and it's in the back of the house where we get to watch the sunrise in the morning. That's another reason why we bought this house, is because it had a wonderful view every morning when we woke up. We did not do any major renovations in the bedroom, but we did in the bathroom. This room was just painted and carpeted. I'll give you some other angles to look at. Okay, we just came through that doorway, and off to the right is the master bath. Let's head in there next. Okay, we are in the master bathroom right now, and the reflection in the mirror shows another window, and this is actually where the toilet is, and off to the right is the shower. Okay, this shower is just like the other one. There's no real surprise here. It has a walk-in and a teak seat also in it for convenience to sit down while you're taking a shower. And behind me, you can see where the toilet is. As I mentioned before, we like to utilize our space as much as possible. So in our master bedroom, we have our office space. So his and hers office space my husband sits in, looks at his photography work, and I sit and conduct my business on eBay and Etsy and on YouTube. I hope you have enjoyed this tour. I hope that you will subscribe, like, and share my video. I hope you have enjoyed this tour, and if you have any questions about anything regarding this 1997 Chandler home remodel, then please leave it in the comments below. I would be happy to answer them as much as I possibly can. Thanks for following along, and bye for now.